In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 15, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. San Antonio Spurs vs. Charlotte Hornets. The San Antonio Spurs head to Charlotte to take on the Hornets on Wednesday. San Antonio is coming off a 117-109 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers on Monday. Charlotte, meanwhile, beat the Atlanta Hawks 144-138 on Monday. Looking at the betting trends, the Spurs are 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 road games, 5-16 against the spread in their last 21 games against a team with a losing record, and 3-13 against the spread in their last 16 games overall. The Hornets are 4-10 against the spread in their last 14 home games, 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team with a losing record, and 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Spurs are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings overall, and the Spurs are 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Charlotte. The Spurs are going to be shorthanded once again, as Romeo Langford, Isaiah Roby, Tre Jones, and Devin Vassell are all out, while the Hornets are still missing Cody Martin and Kai Jones. Both Charlotte and San Antonio are trying to get a top pick in this year's draft, which is considered to be a good one. However, the Spurs have been playing terrible basketball as of late and are dealing with some key injuries, which is why I like Charlotte to cover the spread here. The Hornets should be able to take advantage of this Spurs defense, which lost Poeltl at the deadline, which was a key defender for them near the rim. Ball, meanwhile, has shown he can take over games, which I expect to happen here. Both times have struggled against the spread, but the Spurs are a brutal 10-18 against the spread as a road underdog. I don't want to lay chalk with the Charlotte Hornets as much as the next guy, but they're at home at least, and this line is an indication of just how bad the Spurs are. The Spurs are losing their last 5 games by an average of 14 points, and they lose on the road by an average of 13 points. You couldn't bet on either team with much confidence of any return, but the Hornets have shown glimpses of their potential in their upset win over the Hawks on Monday, and I believe they can keep it going against this severely depleted Spurs team. If the Hornets can't win this game comfortably, MJ needs to sell the team. So the Charlotte Hornets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Neither team has a good defense, which is why I like the over in this matchup. The Spurs are 33-23-2 in hitting the over, which is second best in the NBA while on the road. San Antonio is 16-10-2, while Charlotte is 29-30. However, both the Hornets and Spurs are playing at a pace of 103.6, which is tied for 6th, while San Antonio is 30th in defensive efficiency and Charlotte is 24th. Finally, in the Spurs' last 10 games, the games are averaging 237.5 points per game, while the Hornets' last 10 are averaging 233 points per game. Chicago Bulls vs. Indiana Pacers. The Chicago Bulls will stay in the Midwest when they travel to Indianapolis to take on the Indiana Pacers on Wednesday night. The Bulls currently sit in 11th place in the Eastern Conference and are in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Pacers are also struggling, having lost 5 straight games and are now 4 games in back of the Bulls in the loss column in 12th place in the Eastern Conference. Looking at the betting trends, the Bulls are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 road games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The Pacers are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings overall, and the Bulls are 6-13 against the spread in the last 19 meetings in Indiana. The Bulls are still missing DeMar DeRozan and Derrick Jones Jr., while Alex Caruso is listed as questionable. The Pacers have their own injuries to deal with, as Daniel Theis and Miles Turner are both listed as questionable. The Bulls have been well below their best lately. They are missing some key players, and they just fell to the Magic for their 4th straight loss, while the Pacers have been mired in their worst slump of the season despite getting a 30-point performance from Halliburton in their last outing. Indiana is not playing very well at the moment, but will take advantage of a short-handed Chicago Bulls side that is likely to play without its leading scorer DeMar DeRozan, who is struggling through a hip injury. Indiana is finally back to full strength and has one of the most dynamic guards in the league in Tyrese Halliburton, who scores an average of 20 points per game and hands out an average of 10.1 assists per game to lead the Pacers in both and is second in the NBA in assists. Chicago has failed to cover the spread in 4 of the last 5. You couldn't back either team with much confidence, but the Pacers were more than competitive in their narrow loss to the Jazz on Monday, and I think they can go one step better if Halliburton can get hot again. So the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total has finished under each of Chicago's last 5 games and in 8 of the last 9 games that the Bulls have played on the road. If DeMar DeRozan cannot play, Chicago will be without its leading scorer and will have to find a way to make up for 25-plus points. Indiana has seen the total finish under in 6 of its last 8 games and in 6 of the last 7 games that the Pacers have played head-to-head against Chicago. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Cavaliers vs. Philadelphia 76ers. The Cleveland Cavaliers will travel to the Wells Fargo Center on Wednesday evening to take on the Philadelphia 76ers in an Eastern Conference matchup. The Cavaliers are 4th in the East with a 38-22 record and are riding a 7-game winning streak after coming off a 117-109 home win on Monday to the San Antonio Spurs. The 76ers are 3rd in the East with a 37-19 record and are riding a 3-game winning streak after coming off a 123-104 home win over the Houston Rockets on Monday. This will be the second of 3 games against one another as the Cavs picked up a 113-85 home win on November 30th. Looking at the betting trends, the Cavaliers are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The 76ers are 19-7 against the spread in their last 26 home games, 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team above .600, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 9-4 in the last 13 meetings overall. The Cavaliers are 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 meetings in Philadelphia, and the Cavaliers are 3-0-1 against the spread in the last 4 meetings overall. The Cavaliers don't have a single player listed on the injury report, while the 76ers have ruled out Furkan Korkmaz, and they have Joel Embiid and PJ Tucker both listed as questionable. The Cavaliers have quietly been one of the hottest teams in the league lately, and they have now reeled off 7 straight wins after easing past the Spurs on Monday. You could say the same about the 76ers, who have been in red-hot form after blowing past the Rockets in their last outing, but they could be missing some key players in this spot. It's hard to split these 2 quality sides at the moment, but if Embiid sits this one out, I'll lean towards the Cavaliers to pull off the minor upset in this spot. The Cleveland Cavaliers are on quite a roll right now, and it makes them attractive in the underdog role. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These teams have been doing well at not allowing their opponent to get to the free throw line, as the Cavaliers are 5th with 22 free throw attempts against, while the 76ers are 16th with 23.8 free throw attempts against them. Looking at the defenses as of late, they have been limiting scoring opportunities, as Cleveland is allowing 96 points in their last 5 games, while Philadelphia is giving up 104 points in their previous 4 games. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.